Good morning, Mount Pleasant Elementary School. This week is all about puppy love. Oh, this week we're going to be using, it is. This week we're going to be using basic lines and shapes to learn how to draw a cartoon puppy. And then if you want to take it a step further, you're going to need some wet kind of paint like tempera or acrylic, and we are going to be using a toilet paper roll to stamp. If you don't have paints at home, just do the drawing part this week, and I can't wait to see what you create. Let's get started. For this project, you'll need a white piece of paper, you'll need a pencil, you're going to need something to outline with, whether it's a Sharpie or a crayon. You're going to need something to add color. Crayons or markers will work. And you're going to need some heart to put in your art. Go ahead and hit the pause button and gather your materials. First direction is always the same. Pick up your pencil and write your name, because no name, no fame. And then you can flip your paper like a pancake. Alright, so starting in the middle of our paper, we are going to be drawing an oval. An oval is kind of like a squished circle. So outside of our oval, we're going to draw two little curved lines, one on the right and one on the left. We're going to draw some zigzag lines going down our paper, almost a little bit farther than the nose. And then we're going to connect those two lines with another zigzag line. Lots of circles and lines and shapes we're drawing today. You're going to draw a curved line right above your nose, and then two more ovals for the eyes. This time they are standing straight and tall. Then you're going to draw some eyebrows. We're going to use zigzag lines and vertical lines for the eyebrows. If you have a different way you want to draw your eyebrows, you can. I like mine to look a little bit fuzzy and fluffy, and a zigzag line kind of gives it that texture. The next thing you're going to do is draw a curved zigzag line up to the eyebrows from the little fur. Then you're going to add the ears. We're going to do some triangles for the ears. So you're going to draw a triangle that's kind of upside down. So the straight line will be at the top and then the point will be at the bottom. Connect that to your eyebrow. And go ahead and do the one that's on the right. We'll connect them in a second. So the straight line up top, connect it with a V, and then connect it to your eyebrow. Connecting the ears, you're going to do another zigzag line. This is going to create the top part of your dog's head. Good job. Let's use some diagonal lines coming out of its kind of snout for its body. We're going to actually just do a kind of cartoon body. So we're going to add a rainbow line in the middle and then connect it with curved lines. These are going to symbolize your puppy dog's legs. And so then you're going to draw another curved line and connect it to the right leg. This is going to look like your puppy dog is on its side. For dimension, I did another one in the middle. You don't have to do that step if you don't want to. And then add a tail. The next thing you're going to do is add some curved lines or rainbow lines for your puppy dog's toenails. Good job. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to outline our drawing. So using your crayon or your marker, go ahead and start outlining that puppy dog. Once you're finished outlining, you're going to start to add color. So choose colors that you want on your dog, or what colors do you want your dog to be. So I'm going to use a black, and I'm going to color it very lightly to make it kind of like a darker gray. And so you can do this too, but I'm going to color my whole dog lightly with my black crayon, and then I'm going to bear down in some spots just to make it look like the fur is really fluffy and fuzzy. If you have a different way that you want to color your dog today, you can do it. Maybe you want your dog to be pink because you're going to put this on a Valentine's Day card. You could do it however you want. Use your own creativity. and imagination. Now, if you want to take this project a step further, you could do two things. One, you could add a background. You could put some hearts in the background, or you could paint some hearts in the background. If you don't have paint, just use your crayons and practice drawing the shape of a heart. You can do this by drawing an M and then connecting it with a V on the bottom. And so that creates a heart. You could do these all around your puppy dog. But if you want to take this a step farther and you want to use some paints because you have them at home, you could do this. Go ahead and cut out your puppy dog. I'm doing a bubble cut, meaning that I'm using a little bit of a wider edge around my puppy dog, leaving a little bit of that white paper along the inside of my cutting. That creates a bubble cut. It's a little bit hard to cut things out when you have a tail, and I didn't want to cut him off, so I'm just doing a bubble cut. You're going to need a toilet paper roll or a paper towel roll that's empty. And you're going to cut off about 1.5 inches of that paper towel or toilet paper roll tube. If you need help doing this, ask a parent, because that's a little bit of a thicker paper and it's hard to cut through. Then you're going to squeeze it and bend in the middle part of that tube, creating a little bump. And so that's going to be the top part of your heart. And then you're going to fold the bottom, creating that V that we talked about. So look at that shape. I just used a basic toilet paper roll and created a heart. We're going to use this as a stamp. If you have paints, it would be great to mix them. And so I'm just going to squirt a little bit of the 3 colors of my choice. I'm using red and white and a little bit of pink. And notice how I'm laying the paint next to each other and on top of each other. This is going to create like a marbled effect when I stamp my newly created toilet paper heart stamp in it. So I'm just going to tap it in the paint all around, not really mixing it up, but just tap dancing on top. And then I'm going to create a heart by stamping it. Sometimes the heart doesn't all the way show, so you have to stamp it like once or twice, just getting a really good leverage over the stamp. Oh, what a big word. You could totally just press hard. So I'm doing a pattern. You could do any kind of pattern. You could do some hearts right side up, some upside down. You could create an image with it. This is really just a step farther for this project. You absolutely don't have to do this. You could try it later. But I'm going to create a background for my puppy. So I'm just repeating. This is called repetition. It's when something repeats on my paper. And once this dries, I'm actually going to glue my dog on top, creating a nice little background. So I'm just going to add some glue. My paper has dried. Flip my doggy over, add a snail trail of glue, and then I'm going to glue him right on top of my heart stamps. Whatever you chose to create today, I can't wait to see it, so make sure you upload a video or a photo onto Canvas so we can stay connected. I hope you had fun.